guys, welcome back to Red's Rebirth. I'm Last Son, and on today's episode, we'll be working our way through the off season, trying to get through as much of it as we possibly can. We have a few things we have to do. We have to make some decisions about player options. We want to look at our, minor league coaches, see if we want to, replace any of those guys because I made the kind of mistake of not doing that at the beginning of the save, and I really should have. We'll want to look at who players to promote, like within our organization. Um, you know, Start looking at reordering our minor leagues, and we'll get into signing free agents. One of the major areas I think we need to address is it's not the offense. We have some pretty good. I mean, we have Encarnacion Strand, who had 52 homers, almost 150 RBIs, hit over 300. We have Ellie. McLean didn't do bad. Benson and Steer and even Noel V. Marte had a pretty good, last little bit of time here in the majors, 20 games. So I don't think that the offensive side is going to have to be, upgraded too much. If there's a person out there that will obviously be an upgrade over anybody on the team, I think we got to take it, whether it's, maybe a better, you know, defensive catcher here. I like Tyler Stevenson, but he's just above average in blocking, framing, and his arm. There's somebody out there who's an obviously upgrade for Stevenson. We'll take a look at him. The outfield is a place where we could upgrade center field. We do have, TJ Friedel, who will be coming back from injury to knock kind of Fraley out of this center field position. And then Fraley could move into DH or, left or right field. We have Benson out there who has, a, a way above average eye. So I'm happy offensively. The bullpen was pretty decent and good. It's kind of the rotation that, hurt us, I think. I've seen a lot on the boards, like, don't get extreme fly ball, get, ground ballers in a park like Cincinnati. So that way, you know, you're keeping the ball on the ground and let your defensive, team do the work. And I get, that. I've also heard people say just get as much stuff as you possibly can. Strike them out. How many strikeouts did, Green here have? 208 strikeouts. He had 10 strikeouts per nine, but he walked 3.9. So that's kind of, part of the problem. And he gave up 31 home runs. So he also led the majors with 16 losses. So let's take a look here at our mail. Where's my mail at here? Okay. We need to decide on Luke Malley, backup catcher here. Nick Martinez already exercised his option, which is what it is. So he will be taking up, 14 million for not really the best production. 84 ERA plus, not even one WAR. Not happy with that part. Maybe we can see if we can trade Nick Martinez on over the off season here. As we make our way through, we have Frankie Montas, who, wow, I mean, I want to like Montas, but I don't think he's worth. I think I saw what 20 million. No, I really don't think 20 million is worth spending on this guy right now in Cincinnati. He was hurt. He only had an 83 ERA plus. His peripherals are not the best here right now with this, in this sim right now. So I think for some of these guys, we're just going to decline them. and either use that money that we save elsewhere, to improve the team, or if the owner doesn't give us that money back into the budget, I think we have guys in AAA, maybe even AA, that can come up and give us pretty much the same, performance as a Montas, as a Martinez, and be much cheaper. So I think that kind of answers my question about Montas. We're going to void that last contract. Suter here, Brent Suter wants 3.5 million. I mean, he did not do horrible for us. I mean, he was only in he was in 23 games before he got hurt. He had 183 ERA plus. He did look pretty good for us until he got hurt. Um, and he's a lefty. I don't have a problem picking up that team option. So we'll execute that team option. Maui here. I think with Maui, he's average, major league average, 50 in blocking, framing, and his arm. He does have leadership credentials, so he's going to be a leader. I know during the season, like this last season, he was unhappy because he wanted to be a starter. Well, his expectation now is a bench player, so that's a little bit better. We got 211 with a 5 home run bat, average major league average defense. And when I say that, I don't mean anything bad. That's serviceable. That's a major league baseball player. 50 is the average. Most players you'll have are going to be around 50. I think we could decline his option, and if we want to bring him back, we might be able to bring him back cheaper than that. The other thing we have is down on AA right now. We have two potential guys. I think we have Daniel Velosian, who is rated right now as being better defensively than Maui. Offensive profile is pretty much the same except for this eye. This eye is excellent. And I think we could take and promote him to, at the very least, AAA, and potentially even make him the backup catcher. Um, the other one we have that defensively is a little bit worse on blocking, but pretty the same on framing and arm is Matthew Nelson here. His bat is not the greatest, but we're only looking for a backup catcher. Someone that's going to get in when either Stevenson can't go, or you know every so often we'll spell Stevenson. If Stevenson goes down, we would have to have a different option. You know, Velosian here he had a 228 average with 18 home runs, 105 WRC plus, 2.3 WAR last season here. I think at the very least, like I said, I think he needs to go to AAA, possibly even go to major leagues to be our backup catcher. So I think we'll decline Maui here. I think that takes care of that. Still wants us to play Bob Castellini here, wants us to still play 500 ball, improve our team runs against, increase attendance, increase fan interest, and keep building our team up. Okay. We'll also have to look at our arbitration guys and see what we want to do there. We see that's what I was thinking. I traded for Cole Irvin, and I didn't even use him there at the end of the season. And he's a guy that we could bring up to replace like Montas if we wanted to, and he's going to be like 18 million cheaper. So we also potentially we'll get Lodolo back sometime during the season, so that's good for us. I definitely want to offer Diaz. They're not going to offer Alex Young. That's okay. I want to offer Samuel. They're offering those. All these guys are getting an offer. Stevenson's up. Austin Wins is another guy that could potentially be that backup right now as Volosian goes up to AAA. And he would probably go for $1 million here, I would think. I think he would go for $1 million. We might lose that one. 300,000. Still, that's not horrible for a backup catcher. He did not do bad in AAA. We got Edwin Rios, who I really don't see us using, so I might withdraw that one. We got Santiago Espinal, who I think definitely he's okay with being a bench player now. 4.1 million dollar utility infielder, and then we have Jake Fraley. Pending free agents. Basically, do I want to submit any of these qualifying offers? No, because I'm worried they'll sign him. I don't want to pay, Luke Mali, 18.9 million. Montas, I could see signing that and then submitting that, and he signs it and he's fine for that year. But then, if not, we would get a draft, compensation. But I'm okay with that. Um, we have Matthew Boyd, who's a potential free agent. He did not do horrible, for the Reds. Did actually better. That might be somebody we want, to bring back. Carson Kelly would have been a great, backup catcher, but he wants, almost 4 million to be a backup catcher. We have Chris Martin, who I traded for. Yeah, he didn't look bad with the Reds either. Obviously, he won't be a rotation guy. He would have to be a bullpen. Joe Ross could be. I think we'll take and see what these guys want. He wants a 3-year major league contract with an average salary at 1.8. I don't want to give you that. I'll give you 1 year. I'll ask for that. He's okay with that. I don't want to sign these older guys to multiple year contracts. You want a 2-year, an average that no. No. I would have been okay. I would have been up for that, but no, I don't want to. I don't want to have that albatross of a contract on my books right now. He wants a 3-year one. He's only 31. Yeah, I will give you a 3-year contract. Okay, let's take a look at some of our pending minor league free agents. Connor Capel or Capel here, that everybody at the trade deadline was wanting. I mean, he has some pretty good speed tools. Defensively, he's not, bad. Um, See if we can get away with offering him a minor league extension. Tyler Gibbert. We have Eric Gonzalez. PJ Higgins. We got Nick Martini, who had a problem with injury there at the end of the year. We have Connor Overton, who didn't see the majors and didn't really perform well in Louisville. We have Reaver San Martin, who was up with the Reds for multiple years, but didn't make it last year, and 8.40 ERA is not what we're looking for. Miguel Hernandez, we can offer a minor league deal. He could potentially be a middle infielder for us. Brett Kennedy. Got good stamina. Average movement and control. Doesn't have much stuff. Didn't do bad where he was last year, but he's 30. I don't mind offering him a minor league extension to see if he'll take that. Tony Santalan. Let's see here. He's very unhappy where he was at, but he used to have a ton of stuff. Arm injuries have really hurt him, but I'll offer him a minor league extension. Hernan Perez can basically play everywhere. Pretty decent bat, it looks like. Pretty decent, speed. We'll offer him a minor league contract just to, keep him in the system here. Same thing with Bubba Thompson here. I think with his defensive ability, and not horrible batting profile, we might be able to, potentially get him into the majors as a backup. So I think there's some value there. This guy, Blandino, they're saying as a pitcher. Okay. Um, Batting stats. How did he bat? Wow, they didn't even have him bat last year. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting Blandino here to be, you know, an outfielder for us here, and they have him as a pitcher the whole entire time. Okay, so we took care of our salary arbitration. We have been looking at our international free agents. We did get a mail from that. It was right here. These guys, impressed Quadrados and Ohia. And then Yarmilo here, kind of disappointed, but they still made it end up being future stars. Other areas, the other players, these guys here, he was able to, look at these guys. But I think either Argueta, we have Calogero Guerri, two shoes, huh? A Venezuelan who has, 5-star potential. He's a ground ball pitcher with excellent, potential for stuff, movement, control. He's 16 is the problem, and these guys, it's rolling the lottery, right? Whether or not these guys are, going to do anything. Let's take a look at the player development lab, and we have 6 spots here, and I think I think are we thinking about moving Ellie to third? I think we are wanting to move him to third, and then hopefully finding some place to put, Candelario here, preferably maybe with a new uh, uniform, um, would be great. Let's take a look at our prospects though, and see if we can get some growth out of some of these guys. Like Rhett Lauder had a really good year in Dayton or Daytona, and wouldn't mind seeing, you know, what do we have option wise for Lauder here. He's got a slider, changeup, and a sinker. We could have him do secondary pitch improvement. Uh, we could have him. The defense isn't going to be. Could have him improve his control or his movement. Velocity is going to be very hard, and then adding a pitch is going to be very hard. I think either secondary or we need to work on. If we do secondary, it's going to be the secondary pitch. If we improve his controller movement, he's already a ground ball pitcher. If we increase his movement, there's room for growth. Let's try to do that. Let's try to increase Rhett Lauder's. We have Connor Phillips here, who definitely could, take a spot in the rotation. He did not look good when we called him up. He wasn't looking that great in, AAA either. But I think we could look at improving his control. Maybe getting that control up. Tommy White here. And team was very high on him, scouting wise. Now they're saying he probably won't be a star, but he should be a solid contributor. That's always good to see. OSA still likes him, but our head scout doesn't. He didn't have a horrible debut with Daytona. He does have some room to grow. I think we select him, and if we improve his plate discipline, that'll improve his eye. We could try to do a two-strike approach, but it's very hard, it says. Or hard, not very hard, sorry. Hard to do that. I think we just let him learn some more, try to branch out that plate discipline. We have Victor Acosta. We have Jay Allen, who has not had a batting average above 200 since 6 games in 2003, really, in rookie ball. I think we would ask him to. I would want him to improve his contact. I know that's saying it's a hard one. We've got a lot of hard. Maybe we want 3 guys working on the longer programs, and then we'll have some guys working on 4 to 5 weeks programs. I don't think Jay Allen needs to really improve too much defensively in center field. Let's see here. Acosta's, we could have him learning a new position, 4 to 5 weeks. I think really that's going to be, too beneficial. We have a Arroyo here who he wants to be playing in the minor or majors. He's got really no new positions to learn. Look at that 90 speed, jeez. Maybe we'll take this to look at some of these guys and what can we teach these guys in 4 to 5 weeks. We could have Ellie, learn a new position. We could have him learn. Let's have Ellie improve his defensive shortstop. Maybe keep him at shortstop. I don't know. Matt McLean, what can you do for the 4 to 5 weeks? We can do. Most of these guys are going to be. Most of the benefit, I think, is going to come out of 4 to 5 weeks. Is going to be just new positions. The bigger ones here, the 3 to 4 months, that's where I think you're going to get some better, value. But I'm just trying to figure this out as we go. Let's have him learn a new position. Let's have you. Is there really any? He's pretty much at his potential for that. We have Matt McLean. We could have Matt McLean learning a little bit more, like improve his plate discipline here. Okay, guys, we're going to end this off-season episode right here. We'll pick it up with the next episode. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'm Last Son, and I'll see you guys in the next video.